afternoon. Good afternoon. So here's my little assistant for today. And basically, the idea of today is answering this question: how to change education. So for the last 3 years, I've been doing very intensive research to kind of figure out what the answer is. And I was doing research, making projects for children, the government. I've even worked with the military. But even though every project was successful on its own, none of it has really changed education. None of it. I mean, frankly, nobody has really revolutionized education. So it was kind of depressing at first. But so then when I was observing my research, I finally figured it out. I finally figured out the answer to this million-dollar question. And I'm super excited to share it with you here today. And the answer, it will shock you. I mean, seriously. So who wants to know the answer? Who wants to know the answer to this question? Okay, so everybody. So brace yourself. The answer is that it's impossible. You cannot change education. I'm very sorry, don't cry, but that's the answer. I was trying to figure out a way to illustrate this, and I came across the idea of the apple tree, because the educational system is like, 100 years back, during the Industrial Revolution, we planted the seed of an apple tree. So 100 years later, it has grown into this big apple tree with beautiful apples, but we figured out that not everybody likes apples. So what I've been doing for the last 3 years is hanging different kinds of fruits, games, robots, whatever. Other people are hanging, flipping in the classroom, or interactive whiteboards. But what happens when it's fall and winter? They fall off. Next season, new apples grow. So everybody's excited again. We got this great new idea, and we will change education forever. We hang it in a tree. It's fall, winter, next season, new apples grow. So what we've been doing, what everybody is doing, is we're trying to change an apple tree into something that bears all kinds of fruit, which is impossible. So is that it? Can we wrap up? Can we go home? I think not. I believe there is a solution, and the solution is that we should not create a different school or a better school, but we should craft the alternative to school. Now, there are 3 principles that this alternative to school should have. First one, we should fire everybody that teaches. I said it. We should fire them all. And we should replace them with people that inspire learning. Because you know the guys that give you a 2-hour lecture like blah, 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 here's a bunch of facts, memorize it, here's a test. Let's lock them up, replace them with people that are inspiring. Second point, we need to decentralize schools. Learning does not happen at school, right? It happens everywhere. So we should hijack back the word education and learning from schools, and it should be almost like this imaginary friend, that is always there with you. Hi, education, and you can ask him whenever you have a question, you can ask him. He inspires you. So that's the second principle. And the third one is very crucial for humanity as a whole to progress, because schools today prepare you for the world as it is, right? That's what schools do. They prepare you for the world as it is. I believe schools should inspire you to change the world into what it should be, so that a teacher inspires his or her students to surpass him or her, so that they again can do the same. Otherwise, we're just producing a bunch of zombies. They can do 9-to-5 jobs, work up to-do lists, and then die mediocre lives, Wasteless. So, and we have the opportunity to write the future, because I imagine that in 100 years from now, you will all be dead. I'll be dead as well. But our grandchildren will be here. I mean, maybe one of your grandchildren can be speaking at TEDx 2112, standing here on stage talking about education. But we have the pen to write that TED Talk. If we rise to the challenge, if we can craft an alternative to school, not waste our time improving something that is already collapsing, but craft an alternative to school, give people a choice, then you can be in that TED Talk 100 years from now, and your name can be mentioned by your grandson or granddaughter. So think about that. We have the chance to change the world. Not change education, craft an alternative, but change the world. Now, let's not wait for somebody else to fix it, because I believe that wherever you are watching online, you are the ones we've been waiting for, and we can change the course of history. And I want to end with a little experiment. Can you all stand up quickly? Just stand up. Cool. Just a little experiment. I like experiments. So can you clap slowly together. Slowly. A little bit faster, faster, faster. The fastest that you can. Cool. Okay. I just wanted to get a standing ovation, so thank you very much. Thank you for listening in. Cheers.